Hey everybody, it's Megan from Keeping Up with Miss Harris. And today for Playing With Me Sundays, I'm going to do a tutorial on how you can make your own section stickers for your Erin Condren planner or any other planner that you really have. The only thing you will really need is PowerPoint, and then you're also going to need some Avery full sheet sized printable labels. So those are the only requirements. So let's get started. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. At the very top, I have my school area sectioned off. I have my TPT work area, and then I also have a to-do list section for my planner. Having these three different areas in my planner, the morning, afternoon, and the evening sections really didn't work for me and the areas that I really needed. So I decided I wanted to find a way of covering up what was pre-printed in my planner and create my own. The very first step is that you need to measure your sections. Measure both the left-hand side of the planner and the right-hand side of the planner, and you want to know the thickness of the sections and then also the length. The next step is now to go in and create and fill your boxes. To do this, I like to use Microsoft PowerPoint, and I'll go and create a rectangle shape for the stickers. And it takes a little bit of time and practice to make sure that you have your measurements exact, but go slow and drag as slowly as you need to make sure that it's going to cover the entire section. So if you need to go a little bit larger than what your measurements were, that's fine. Then you can format the shape to any color that you would like. I use the photo fill so that I can use some of the digital scrapbook paper that I have to fill the image. For this design, I'm going to use watercolor background paper that I have and insert that for the fill of the shape. Once you have one completed for, say this is my left-hand side, I'm just going to go in and copy and paste the same rectangle so that I don't have to measure again. So that makes it a lot easier than having to drag out and then run into the possibility of your rectangles not being the exact same size. The third step is now that you're going to go in and add your titles to your section dividers. As you can tell, I've changed the colors for each section so that it makes it a little different. You're going to want to go to shape and you're going to draw a line. So this is where you need to measure your boxes and find out the width of the boxes. So in case you want to add each individual section name a little different, you'll know how to get your text lined up. So this makes the difference of having a really nice looking planner or having something just kind of thrown together. So I like for it to be precise. So I measured my boxes and now I'm drawing the line to make sure that it's the exact same length of each of the boxes. I'm going to line that up for my section, and now I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so that you can see this a little better. Now I'm going to type my first section. We start off this week with Labor Day. Since there's no school, I'm going to add that as a section to my labels at the very top for Monday. I'm going to go in and just change the font to whatever you would like and then drag as closely as you can to get it lined up. But I've learned a trick. If you hold down Shift, from here you can hold down both your text and the line, and then you can double click on that and go to the Align section and click Align Center. So this is going to adjust so that your text is perfectly in line with that original line that you drew. I'm going to copy and paste another line so that I know where the next section is going to start, and then copy and paste my text as well. This one I'm going to type school for because on Tuesday I do have to go back to school. So I want to have a school section so I can keep up with any meetings that I have that week or anything special that's going on. Once I have that text typed, I do the same thing. I hold down Shift, double click, go to Align and Align Center. And then this is going to shift those words over so that it's going to fit perfectly in the center of my next Tuesday section of my planner. I'm going to move this line over because I don't need that one at the very beginning anymore. It just shows me where each box is going to start and stop. So then I'm going to end up on my Wednesday, this is where I was trying something different. I thought if I held down shift here that it would center it, but it did not work out the way I would like to. So stick to trying to line it up the best you can, hold down shift, and then align that way. Okay, you're going to repeat this for all 3 sections, and you can change the text however you would like to. For my second section, I'm going to use TPT work because I try and section off a time of day at least 2 to 3 times a week to work on teacher by teacher stuff. However, I try to give myself a break, and I don't do that every single day because I do have children that need my time, a husband, and we do end up working on homework. I like to have that sectioned off just in case there's something that I can do for that day. Okay, so as you can tell, I have now started working on my section of the calendar that goes on the right-hand side as well. It needed to be slightly different measurements, so I measured that out and I just made or extended the squares that I had already created to make them fit the planner on that side as well. The same thing, I'm using the lines to help make sure that everything is centered. And it's just a simple, easy way. Once you get the hang of it, this goes pretty quickly. And then what I like is that each week, all I really need to do is go in and change the background color to make each page unique if I wanted to, or I could stick with the same colors each time. So this is not a process that I do every single week. This is just a one-time, get yourself organized and get started, and then I can change my titles if I need to, depending on what's going on that week, or I can just simply keep it the same way and just click print every time. I do print straight from PowerPoint. I do not save as Adobe because I do not want my measurements to be changed at all. So I use the Avery full sheet printable labels, and it prints out beautifully and then lays completely flat on my planner. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you get a chance to try this out for yourself.